Good morning, students. In yesterday's class, I have given you a brief introduction of the famous British poet Imtiaz Dharkar. She is a feminist and lives with the passion of an undaunted rebel. And through her poetry, she expresses her anger and pain and confirms that due to socio-cultural and socio-religious restraints on women, they are robbed of all their potentialities. Gender is a social construct, and there is supremacy of man in almost every field of life. But Imtiaz, through her poetry, protests against the stereotypes and raises her voice in favor of women. Today, I am going to talk about her poem Prayer. In this poem, Imtiaz expresses resentment at women being denied entry into a mosque, and she describes the scene outside a place of worship. So let's read the text of the poem first so that you'll get an idea about the theme of the poem. The place is full of worshippers. You can tell by the sandals piled outside. The owner's prints worn into leather, rubber, plastic. A picture clearer than their faces put together. With some originality, brows and eyes, the slant of cheek to chin. What prayers are they whispering? Each one has left a mark, the perfect pattern of a need. Sole and heel and toe in dark, curved patches, heels worn down, thongs wrecked, mended many times. So many shuffling hopes pounded into print, as clear as the pages of holy books, illuminated with the glint of gold around the lettering. What are they whispering? Outside in the sun, such a quiet crowd of shoes thrown together like 1,000 prayers washing against the walls of God. Imtiaz Dharkar begins the poem by describing the outside scene of a place of worship, and perhaps it's a mosque. She says the place is full of worshippers. Here, worshippers stands for men only. The place is full of worshippers. You can tell by the sandals piled outside. And you can guess this by looking at the number of sandals lying outside the mosque. Now, the you here in the second line means the poetess, the narrator, or any woman, because women are not allowed to enter the mosque. And from outside only, she makes an idea that the place is full of worshippers, all men. Then she says, the owner's prints worn into leather, rubber, plastic, a picture clearer than their faces put together. She says that the owner's footprints or footmarks are imprinted on the soles of the footwear or the sandals. And these footwear or sandals are also of different types. Some are of leather, some are of plastic, and some even are of rubber. She further says that these footwears and the footmarks on them reflect clearly about the male mentality. The footmarks are original, whereas faces are often deceptive. So, in this way, she metaphorically highlights the hypocrisy of male dominated society. Then the second stanza, what prayer are they whispering? They here stands for man. The second stanza begins with an interrogative sentence. Imtiaz Dharkar writes, what prayer are they whispering? The narrator standing outside feels curious about the prayers inside because she cannot enter into the mosque. Women are not allowed to enter a mosque and even sometimes temples also. Their entry is barred. So, standing outside, she just guesses that what prayer are they whispering. Each one has left a mark, the perfect pattern of a need, sole and heel and toe, in dark curved patches, heels worn down, thongs wrecked, mended many times. Now, referring to the footwears, she says that each one of them has left a mark, and that indicates about their need. She guesses that the prayers voice the hopes of the poor, needy people inside. The footmarks on sandals are symbol of their needs also, and they are lying piled up and mixed up outside the place of worship. The owners went inside to pray hopefully. The shoes and sandals become a symbol of their wishes or desires, or say hopes, which they want to be fulfilled. The poet very clearly gets an idea about the wishes of the man by looking at their shoes lying outside the mosque. And here she uses a simile saying, as clear as the pages of holy books illuminated with the glint of gold around the lettering. Just like she says that just like holy books here means the Quran. Just like there is shine of gold around the golden letters of holy book that illuminates the pages, or we can say that because of the golden letters or golden boundary around the letters, the holy book illuminates. Similarly, the footprints very clearly indicates the needs and hopes of the worshippers inside. Then again, in the next stanza, she repeats the question, what are they whispering? That what prayers men are whispering inside in the mosque, she is wondering. Whereas outside the mosque, in the sun, are lying a number of shoes and sandals that become a symbol of 1,000 prayers. Outside in the sun, such a quiet crowd of shoes thrown together like 1,000 prayers. She uses a simile here, washing against the walls of God. She is wondering that what prayer they are making inside, whereas outside the mosque in the sun are lying a number of shoes that become a symbol of 1,000 prayers. So, in this poem, Imtiaz Dharkar expresses with a pervasive irony her resentment, her displeasure against the discrimination with which women are treated in the male dominated Muslim society. So, this is all about Dharkar's poem Prayer. Thank you.